Now, Party General Secretary and President Tô Lâm held talks with visiting General Secretary of the Lao People's Revolutionary Party Central Committee and President of Laos Thonglun Sisulit following an official welcome ceremony for the Lao leader in Hanoi on September 10.
The two leaders informed each other about the situation of each party and country and exchanged views on international and regional issues of mutual concern. They also agreed on orientations, policies, and measures to develop the bilateral great friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation to a new height. The Lao leader, his spouse, and a high-ranking delegation of Laos are paying a state visit to Vietnam from September 10 to 13 as guest of Party General Secretary and President Tô Lâm and his spouse. The visit is taking place right after Party General Secretary and President Tô Lâm was elected as the General Secretary of the Communist Party of Vietnam Central Committee. It is the second to Vietnam by General Secretary and President Sisulit since the 11th National LPRP Congress in January 2021 and follows a state visit to Laos by Party General Secretary and President Tô Lâm as President of Vietnam in July 2024. It is a vivid demonstration of the great friendship, special solidarity, and faithful and pure relations between the two parties, states, and people of Vietnam and Laos.
Amidst the serious flooding in some northern localities under the impact of Super Typhoon Jorgi, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has swiftly sought close cooperation with China in flood prevention.
On September 9th, top officials of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs met with the Charge d'Affaires ad interim of the Chinese Embassy in Hanoi, urging concerted action. Concurrently, representatives from the Vietnamese Embassy in China and the Vietnamese Consulate General in Kunming worked with China's Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Yunnan Province's Foreign Affairs Office to ask for support measures to reduce the risk of flooding in the Red River Basin. Vietnamese representative agencies in China have sent diplomatic notes to ask the Chinese side to closely regulate the water flows from the upper reaches of the Red River and instruct relevant agencies to reduce or hold water discharge at upstream hydropower dams and provide timely notifications about the time, duration, and volume of any planned water releases. According to the representative agencies, the Chinese authorities informed them on September 10th morning that two hydropower plants upstream the Red River have no immediate plans for flood discharges. The plants have suspended operation to contain flood waters and store water. The Chinese side is coordinating the actions of relevant ministries and agencies for effective cooperation with Vietnam.
Vietnam Airlines has announced that it will provide free transport of relief goods on flights operated by its members, Vietnam Airlines, Pacific Airlines, and Vasco from September 10th. It aims to support those affected by Typhoon Jorgi in Northern Province.
The national flag carrier is set to waive all related transportation fees, fuel surcharges, and related charges, and gives priority to the transport of the aids on flights departing from airports nationwide to the airports of Nội Bài, Cát Bi, Vinh, Thọ Xuân, Vân Đồn, and Điện Biên. This program is available to the Vietnam Fatherland Front at all levels, provincial and municipal people's committees, the Vietnam Red Cross Society at all levels, and licensed charitable organizations recognized by the government. Organizations and individuals wishing to transport relief goods to assist locations affected by the storm may coordinate through the mentioned agencies to benefit from the free transport.
The Hanoi Department of Health has asked the City Center for Disease Control to coordinate with Nội Bài International Airport and relevant units to increase monitoring to properly detect suspected monkeypox cases at the airport and border gates, especially those returning from countries where the disease is currently spreading.
Hanoi CDC has been requested to closely monitor the developments of all monkeypox in the world and Vietnam to timely provide advice to the Department of Health in directing relevant units to implement appropriate measures for disease prevention and control. The center will be also responsible for coordinating with health centers in districts to monitor gynecological and dermatological examination and treatment establishments, ARV and methadone treatment facilities, aiming to promptly identify suspected or confirmed monkeypox cases.
Integrating greenhouse gas inventory into traceability systems helps businesses ensure supply chain transparency and control the amount of greenhouse gas emissions into the atmosphere.
The application of traceability in greenhouse gas has been performed over recent times. This is particularly important for exporting businesses as developed countries increasingly demand higher standards for product origins in green products. In the future, businesses can integrate greenhouse gas inventory and traceability with digital transformation solutions to generate data sets and analytical charts on greenhouse gas emissions in each stage, predict trends, and take measures to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions in their production processes. This move will help in the long run to support their development and integration. Vietnam has set a target to reduce dioxide carbon emissions by 45% by 2030 compared to 2010 levels and to achieve net zero emissions by 2050 at the 26th United Nations Climate Change Conference in 2021.